Hello. Hello, random guy. Hello, fans. Good morning, fans. Just ate breakfast this morning. About to go to the gym. Fuck you. Donate $1. Thanks. Thanks for the buck. I don't really know why I went live. I don't really have anything specific. I don't have any specific things to say, but I guess I'm just craving the social interaction. Let me get away from the police. Good morning this afternoon, fans. Robzilla, training with Lenny. Going to pick Lenny up. Fortunately, then we're going to do shoulders today. A little bit of filming, do shoulders. And then, and then the podcast. The podcast tonight. The conservative Cuban was supposed to be on, but I guess because of all the drama going on, that's not the case anymore, which I hope he's alright with that. I know he was looking forward to it, so did I get kicked out? No. We actually got ooey and gooey last night. And then I instantly regretted it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. Hold on. The Lighthouse Point Police Department. Let's just say he's a bit of a drinking problem. Do I think I could take him? I don't want to take him. How about that? I have, that's not my battle to fight. Yeah, Mr. G has no idea what he opened up, and I just watched the rest of the interview. I mean, no comment, really. I don't know what else there is to say about that. The beginning was rough. And then he got real silent. You could tell he was really hurt by that, by just being called a moron, and I get it, but whatever. Those reviews, although that's somebody's business, I don't completely agree with that. Those reviews had me cracking up last night, I'll admit it. I was cracking up. Deserve what get, unfortunately. Jay didn't want him masturbating with anyone else. Good point. The reviews are on Trustpilot, I guess. I mean, people are sending me links. I have nothing to do with that. Just to be on record, I have absolutely nothing to do with that. I think that's a little, but ultimately, I think that this little controversy will end up helping his business, especially if they end up making amends in the future, but we'll see. And it might be a blessing in disguise for Lenny to have to cut down and get into fighting shape. We'll have new styles of videos to film if that's the case. Let's just say they have a thing with the pastry. Oh boy. It is 73. Well, my car says 73 degrees. I don't really trust the temperature gauge on the mold mobile, but it says 73. It's a nice day out here in Florida. Not as much humidity as we're normally used to. I have some good news, and maybe I'll say his name in another live and put the pressure on him, but oof. I got a couple DMs from some maniacs who want us to come visit in Vegas. One of them has a timeshare on the Strip, and Lenny was real excited when I told him about that. I think Vegas would be a great place to constantly film. The cheap buffets we can get post-workout and for breakfast this morning. Vegas would be a perfect place for a bodybuilder like Lenny. Nice day, nice evening this morning, fans. Wah! Wah! Yeah, my brain's being mutated. When you have mold illness as bad as what I was, you're supposed to get a brain scan, but I don't really need a brain scan to know that my brain's been damaged. But I think in a good way. I think the dumber I act on film, the more you guys like it. So, I should take that back. Puffy face. That's right. Back on the D-ball. A lot of people have been asking what pre-workout me and Leonard take. I haven't really been getting like the tubs for 40 bucks, because I feel like once you take it a couple times you kind of get immune to it. Although I will say one pre-workout I did like in the past was, I liked Ryback's because it's got stevia in it, and because I used to be a cookie cutter wrestling fan, so that's probably more the reason. But the stevia, you don't get that weird, well, I guess I'm always gonna have that weird feeling, but yeah, I'm a fan of any stevia type pre-workout. But unfortunately today we got one of these rinky-dinky red lines for $4, and whatever poison in there, you can feel your kidneys throbbing after drinking one of these. So interesting. Oh shit, I'm behind. Hey, Hamburg. Yeah, that weird energy. If the girl at Redcon 1 Gym only knew the can of worms she opened by saying that to us. I wish we got it on film, or maybe we did, I'm not sure, but she just walked over and she started staring at us, and it's like, hello, you gonna help us check in, or should we could have just walked in, really. And she just was like, I don't know, I'm getting weird energy from you guys. She has no idea what she started. Daniel Prosh, is that true? Because I believe it. My sister works at a place where an old person's home, and the day after everyone got vaccinated, all the employees got sick, and that's not sickening. Lenny needs to... Yes, we do need to patent that pre-workout name. We need a damn supplement company. That's what we need. But I'm so... I wouldn't say I'm so busy doing all this, but I mean, I'm kind of... I feel like my main gig is to work out, film, edit. I need a little help as far as the other business aspects go. Which podcast? You said your girlfriend is alright or is not alright after getting the vaccine? Oh, that podcast. Yeah, there's really no point. Lenny doesn't need it anymore. I mean, look at Palumbo. he's got a bunch of subscribers, which I don't understand, because our videos get more views than his. I mean, the podcast he was on got 20,000. If he wasn't on it, what would it have gotten? 5? The main topic for today's podcast is just going to be reiterating this whole situation over and over again. I've never had an STD, fortunately. Or maybe I'm living with one and I don't know it. But I don't think so, because I've been with girls and they've gone and got tested and they were fine, so... That's one of those things, what you don't know can't hurt you, right? Whee! Exactly. I feel similar. Dave does laugh at Lenny's expense in a way. I feel that. I agree with that. And that's not right. How many times can I take Anavar in a year without bad damage? I think you could take Anavar every day for the rest of your life and you'll be fine. It's nothing nothing to harp on, as they say. I don't even know what that means. Wanted to know who was. Yeah, Ah, shit. Forgot something. Ooey and gooey ephedrine. Do I recommend Test, Sip, and Deca? I've never done Deca, so I don't know what to say about that. But if it's your first cycle, test D-ball all day. Honestly, I feel like that's really all you need. If you're not trying to get all cut up for a show, I don't think there's anything better than D-ball. And I'm by no means an expert. I've just been messing around with this stuff only for about a little over 2, maybe 3 years now. Not even 2.5 years. So I still don't even know everything. I'm not an expert, and I'm not very consistent, unfortunately. So it's like people say, "Oh, you take trend and you have no result." I don't take. What the type of things I'll do is I'll start a trend cycle, I'll take it for like a week, hate the side effects, and stop. So, and then be dumb enough to buy more. So, D-balls by the handful. Yeah, if they're 5 milligrams, then that would make sense. I mean, a handful would be like 8 to 10. And back then, I feel like everything was better quality. I don't know. Firsthand, personally, I don't know. But it has to be. Thank you for helping Lenny out and being a great friend. No problem. No problem. I don't do it. You guys got to realize that I'm a fan of his just as much as you guys are. I love being around that guy. Nobody makes me laugh as hard as he does. Yeah, D-ball. Yeah, that's the thing I've noticed on D-ball too. Is it puts you in a great mood. And me and Lenny think that's because of the estrogen. There's a lot of estrogen conversion with that, so that could have something to do with it. What's that? Royd Small. Sorry, I'm trying to drive as I read these. Real safe. I'm a dope. I should probably get off of this. I should probably get off. You can message me that Royd Smalls, I don't know what it was, .net, .what, message it to me. Yeah, it wasn't Napster shut down. Didn't they change it to Steroidify? Kevin, I got your inbox. Noted, and I will be letting them know at work tomorrow. Mencha is definitely over. John D, you're in Connecticut? What part are you? Where are you? SARMs are great. Yeah, I've used SARMs and I had good success with them. I think that they're great. Osterin is a good one that gives you puts you in a good mood. LGD if you want to bulk up. I think they're great, but I would definitely do it with it if you're gonna take higher doses. Run some tests with it, but you should be fine if you keep it a little bit lower. But once again, I'm not an expert. The next Misfits podcast is tonight. Yeah, Canada sounds great. The thing that interests me most about Canada is the healthcare, free healthcare. That's nice. The legal weed I don't really give a shit about, but that's probably nice. That's probably nice too on occasion. I think sometimes if you smoke, I don't want to encourage anybody to do anything they shouldn't, but once every week or once every 2 weeks, it kind of puts you in a different frame of mind where you kind of put things in a different perspective, almost like a small mushroom trip in a way if you use it very sparingly. And sometimes the paranoia is good because it kind of alerts you like what you're doing that maybe you shouldn't be doing. So I think occasional weed use is all right. Don't even say that. Yeah, of course Jay took sides with Lenny. We don't have any issue with Jay. I mean, that's, of course, Brad is our great friend. And it's unfortunate what he said, but Brad can fight his own battles. He doesn't need us to be involved and take sides and all that nonsense and create more drama. We have no problem with Jay. Sometimes I even feel guilty ragging on him a little too much in our videos, but hopefully he knows it's all, hopefully he knows at the end of the day there's no hard feelings behind it. And a lot of comments say, "Oh, Rob's replaced Jay. Rob's replaced Jay." That's pretty dumb. There's room for all of us. Number one, and number two, there's only Jay's a very unique character in his own right, and he's forever cemented himself with the older videos. But then again, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, I don't know, but. Doesn't surprise me. Anytime there's a chance, Jay's gonna hop on it to Order 66 someone. Exactly. There's I just try to stay neutral, because if I don't, then it's like everybody's against everybody. I don't want that. I can't back some of the things that he says, but whatever. Of course, Mr. G is going to be spoke about on the podcast. That's, I'm going to be sick of hearing it after tonight, to be honest with you, because we already addressed it in couple videos. I addressed it in 2 lives. It's all over. So, I mean, hopefully after this podcast thing, we move on to just, if they're gonna plan a match, we move on to just either training and starting to, do something about it, or else just, leave it at that. Yes, he dug his own grave, unfortunately. Can't wait for the piss cast. I'm glad. That makes me more excited to go there tonight. So I got any of you who listen to Leo's podcast, and he keeps mentioning that stuff, cerebral lysin. Now, I looked into it a little bit, and what I've gathered is it's a bunch of different peptides that they take from a pig's brain. I'm not going to make the comment that I wanted to after that, but they take peptides from a pig's brain, and apparently they help people heal from dementia or traumatic brain injuries, all types of benefits for the brain. So I just got that in, so we'll see. I mean, I know that a lot of people who have serious problems with mold and stuff, a lot of that stems from like a loss of oxygen for a period of time, or some sort of damage to the brain. So this might help me with that aspect, as well as, I mean, I don't really, as much as you guys think that I'm some drug addict or whatever, the only thing that I wake up in the morning and take is Kratom, which I know it's not the greatest thing, but I don't wake up and start scrambling like, oh man, I need a fix of something, I need a fix. But yeah, so hopefully that'll just help overall. Alright. Yeah, exactly. Comment on Brad's weekend. Hey, that's the type of stuff that Brad enjoys. A little freaky for me. I mean, I'm not really, maybe I'm a narcissist, but I have a hard time going to somewhere where you're watching somebody on stage. I just get bored, I don't know. If I'm going out, especially if I'm drinking, which I don't like to do, and I encourage you maniacs don't drink, because alcohol it's just a fucking poison. You wake up feeling like shit the next day. If anything, do 1.4 GBL, whatever. Or don't do anything, but if I'm out drinking, I like to socialize with people. I don't want to have to sit there quietly and watch some freak show. But hey, everybody's different. But Brad had a great time. I'm sure Taco had a great time. That's what they enjoy. And I mean, if you have a couple beers in you and you're watching people breathe fire, I guess for a second you say ooh ah, but not my cup of tea. But yeah, unless it's a strip club, I guess so. But I don't really like strip clubs either. I don't, honestly. It's like, what's the point? You go there, you spend all this money to be teased? I don't get it. You know what? It's not that I don't get it. It's that I don't have the money to enjoy a strip club. If you have, $100,000 in the bank, and you go there and you spend fucking $2,000, it's like, who cares? Yeah, there's money management 101 with Robzilla, or if you have a lot of money to where money's not an object, and to go in there and throw singles, have a good time, I guess, but to me it's more of like a tease, unless you're going there to go straight to the back, but I don't want to encourage that either, so. It's blue balls, yeah, right. I got thrown out of a strip club the first time I went because I didn't understand how it worked. So the stripper was giving me a dance, and like 1 minute, 2 minutes later, she's like, all right, $25. I said, for what? He said, you didn't do anything. And the bouncer came and tried to kick me out. Luckily, the guy I was with at the time, he knew the bouncer or whatever, so he let it slide. But what a ripoff. Yeah, strip clubs are a cookie cutter thing. And that's all you hear around here, especially when you're working in the clubs or the restaurants. And, you know, once those close at 2 a.m., all the strip clubs are open. So everyone's like, bro, we going to Monroe's? We going to Rachel's? Where we going? We going to Scarlett's? We going to Scarlett's? Oh, shut up. That's such a demonic fucking place to be, as a strip club or a swingers club. So glad I'm out of that life. I used to pray every night that I was at the trapeze and say, God, somehow get me out of this place and help me find something better, because I just couldn't be around it. And now some maniac is sending us links of videos on YouTube how much demonic activity is in nightclubs and in strip clubs, which is definitely true. You can almost feel it. There's just something wrong. Something doesn't sit right when you're in those type of environments, especially when, you know, some of these girls, this is their only way, and they're kind of being, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into it because I'm halfway retarded, but am I cut? If you're talking about what I think, yes. Yeah, cookie cutters, yeah. Strip clubs. Oh, bro, you know what I hated the most was going out with a couple guys that are all, oh, bro, we're gonna get some pussy tonight. And you don't. You never, no, fuck off. It's better, any of you young maniacs out there who are maybe in that age where, you know, you're just starting to go out a lot, 18, find yourself a girl that'll be a best friend that's a female, because it's better to have a wing woman than have a wing man. I had a lot of fun in high school by being friends with a real popular girl. You get invited to all the best parties, and then, you know, she brings a friend around, you say, hey, try to hook me up with her. So that's my advice to you youngsters out there. Get yourself if you're gonna go out and be a cookie cutter, at least go out with a couple girlfriends instead of going out with 4 guys and looking like fucking vultures out there. Woo! It's sick. Hey, it's Rob Boing. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, definitely. Like a strip club for someone who's 18, 19 years old, yeah, it's like, you know, you dream about going there. You're right. But right after that, it's over. I remember the first time I went, I was 17, maybe 18. Would I film XX content for Lenny? Honestly, I wouldn't really want to be doing that. Yes, it did. It is Walmart PJ again. That's just so. You're welcome. Yeah, $800. It's easy to blow money there. When I first moved down here with my buddy, the first day that I met all the Misfits, I remember we went out, we trained, whatever. Then after me and my buddy went out, and he's big on the strip club, so we went to a place called Monroe's in West Palm, and he had $1,200 in his bank account, and he tried to swipe his card for $800 to go in the back room with these 2 girls, and luckily it got declined because it thought it was fraud since we just got down here, but he would have been screwed. That was all the money he came down here with, but he has a place to stay down here, which I didn't, so I mean, but still, he would have been screwed. You make some real dumb decisions on that alcohol when you're drunk, and then you're tempted by females like that. Not worth it. Alright, maniacs, I'm about to get off the exit here. And then I think what we'll do is we're gonna go to the gym, and then maybe we'll do